I am here because Harlem, you believed in me. Harlem has spoken. I've often said on the campaign trail, I am not a seasoned politician. So therefore, this was not politics as usual. I got the opportunity to include in my campaign the voice of the people. The fact that people had hope in a person whose experience has lasted 34 years, because that's how long I was fighting for freedom, justice, and equality.
That was Yusef Salaam, who you might remember as a member of the Central Park Five, the Black and Latino teens who were wrongfully arrested, convicted, and incarcerated for the rape and assault of a woman in Central Park in 1989. Donald Trump famously took out newspaper ads at the time and called for the death penalty for the five. Well, today they are known as the Exonerated Five after DNA evidence proves someone else committed the crime. And Yusef Salaam is now the front runner in the Democratic primary race for Harlem's 9th City Council district. Now, a winner has not been officially declared, but Salaam won twice the number of votes as his nearest competitor, a sitting assemblywoman who's been a fixture in local New York City politics and previously held that very council seat. So there is a strong likelihood that he will not only win the primary, but also win the heavily Democratic 9th district seat in November. As Yusef Salaam points out, he might be a political outsider, but he's no stranger to being in the public eye. He's poised to win an election for a public office as part of a new generation of politicians once operating adjacent to the political party apparatus. And now they've decided to get involved. That is a power shift, and it's getting the attention of leaders in the community he hopes to serve. Here's what Michael A. Walron Jr., a pastor at First Corinthian Baptist Church in Harlem, told the New York Times about Salaam's nearest competitor. He said, quote, endorsed by the institutions, the names, and it didn't help. It is definitely a signal that in Harlem, at least right now, the politics is a little bit more open than it may have been 10 or 15 years ago. Well, joining us now is Yusef Salaam, the candidate for New York City's 9th district seat. He's also, as I said, one of the Exonerated Five. It is good to see you, sir. Thank you for making some time this evening for us. Let's start with talking about this election in this primary, because you won twice as many votes as your closest competitor. Inez Dickens formerly held that seat for at least 10 years. Why do you think that voters resonated with you in this way, that they came out to support you so much?
You know, the thing about our beloved Harlem is that people have been pushed to the back. They've been left out. They've been divested of. And I think the pain is so apparent. There's been so many people that have been looking for hope. They've been wanting hope. They've been needing hope. And the fact of the matter is that, you know, we have to occupy all spaces. If we're not at the table, we're the ones that are on the menu, and they are deciding for us what our lives are going to look like. And, you know, when I think about my story, my struggles, here I was marching for 12 years after we were found innocent. Me and my brothers were out there in the streets marching for justice. There was no one in the halls of power to hear our voices. And the fact that I now had the opportunity, I would say, to lead our people. Leadership is service. And how best to serve them? By being one of those who understands exactly where the pain is at, understands the voices of our people, and says, you know what, I'm going to do something about it. I am going to carry your voices into the halls of power. I'm going to speak truth to power. My word is going to be my bond. And this will not be politics as usual.
You know, a recent Fox News poll found that trust in our institutions are actually reaching record lows, with faith in Congress down to 34% among registered voters. We don't even need to talk about the Supreme Court. Do you think that your outsider status really worked in your favor, given that growing sentiment? Because people didn't view you as a part of the institution, they maybe trusted you more?
I think that really played a great part. And the fact that here it is 34 years later, this case was a case that really trampled upon Black and brown bodies in our communities. You know, the names Raymond Santana, Kevin Richardson, Corey Wise, Antron McCray, and Yusef Salaam are part of the fabric of what was considered wrong with America and now considered, wow, this is now case study. We need to figure out how we can ensure, in fact, that people don't go to prison for crimes that they didn't commit. And here it is. I could have been a private citizen, but I think the beauty of my story is that I've come to use the same platform that I've had. And I said, you know what? I'm going to help. I am going to use it to effectuate the greatest change in my community, because I know we can't change things in 2 years. I know we can't change things in 4 years, but we can start a movement. And that movement includes all of us, because just like my mother told me when I was 15, she said they need you to participate. And whatever it is they're trying to do not participate, she said. Refuse. And so when I think about all of the ills that are invading our community, the fact that there's a effort trying to capture our minds, because this is a mental war that we are fighting against. If they can get me to accept that I am inferior and that they are superior, then I lost. Every single one of us was born on purpose, and the beauty of coexisting is allowing for the greatness that is inside of us to ooze out. Because psychosocially, if I am re-embraced by society, guess what I do? I give the very best of myself, and society in turn gives the very best of themselves. And so this is a movement into our future that will literally span the next 50 to 100 years or more. And I'm telling us, we have to begin to plan in 100-year cycles, because that's what matters. We gotta be at the table.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, sir, but this point you're making about a movement, I find it very interesting because, I used to advise a lot of candidates back in the day. And I always found that it was easier, if you will, to campaign than it was to govern. And while the votes are still being counted, I think it's safe to say that your win in November is nearly a foregone conclusion. And at that point, you will no longer be an outsider. You will be a politician. You will be a person on the inside. And as you are talking about these issues, you've listed affordable housing in a number of the interviews and on the campaign trail, education funding, policing as some of the biggest issues affecting District 9 that you want to tackle. And it seems to me you are laying the groundwork that that is something that you won't get done in 1 year or 2 years. Is it that you're building a coalition here? You're trying to bring people along in the political process to understand how change actually takes place?
Absolutely. On my platform, harlemforyusef.com, I've laid it all out. And what I'm really trying to get people to see is that people want a miracle. And a miracle is happening right in front of our faces. That's what resonates with people. When they see me, they don't see just an individual who's saying, you know what, I want to run for office. I think I'm going to make it. They see a person who was damaged by society, who was counted out, who then said, I'm going to bet on myself. But more than that, what I represent for our people is the very hope that we all need, that it's possible. Because if I could resuscitate my life through the grace of God, we most certainly can resuscitate our lives. The problem is that we are the secret ingredient, and we have a huge mountain to lift. But we lift as we climb, as the young people told me so brilliantly. We have to be about that.
Before I let you go, sir, I want to get your reaction to someone I think you're quite familiar with. We're learning that Special Counsel Jack Smith is speaking to more people in Donald Trump's circle as he investigates his role in January 6th. That is, of course, just one of several investigations into Trump. Can I just get your reaction to the legal issues that Donald Trump is facing?
I've said it very succinctly, karma, because unfortunately, what has been played out in our communities, we've got this idea that we are in a United States of America, but we as Black people know that we are in the divided states of America. It's always been separate and unequal. And the truth of the matter is that even when I hold out hope, stating that I hope that he gets the opportunity to get the justice that eluded us, I know that you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. But when they look at the color of our skin, they see guilty, guilty, guilty. But when you have the complexion for so-called protection, you get every opportunity under the law to get the law to work for you. And that's the challenge, us to be able to see it, us to see the juxtaposition, us to be able to understand what's really going on. It is technology, but at the same time, we have to know, as good as the good people we are, and I'm going to call us that, we have never wanted revenge. We have only wanted equality, and we definitely need equity. And so when I think about here we are on the cusp of seeing some miracle happen again and again and again, we are living in prophecy, and we have to all take heed. It's about what we do with our hands, what we do with our feet, because all of that stuff is going to come back to us, and we have to be righteous actors in everything that we do.
Yusuf Salaam, thank you very much for joining us tonight. Appreciate it.
My absolute pleasure, and thank you as well.